Hi guys, this is Billy Garton. I'm the Director of Coaching for Zone 1 Boys here at San Diego Surf. Hope you guys are settled and enjoying the Surf Summit. Hope Brian and the rest of the leadership here are looking after you and making it a fun time. I was hoping that I could be on the field with you guys on Friday, but unfortunately I can't make that. My wife has her 50th birthday celebration this weekend, and so I'm out of town. Coach Ryan Guy is actually going to be leading the session for you guys. Ryan's a senior coach here at Surf and former director and former professional soccer player. He's also an amazing guy, literally, and so I'm sure that he'll take care of you guys with the session that he's putting on. Basically, just to give you a flavour of what we do in a practice session on a daily basis here at San Diego Surf. Again, it's not rocket science and we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. I think we've had a lot of really good things happen over the past 3 years. I came into this position 3 years ago. I made some conscious decisions to make some changes when I first came in. I'll share those with you, and that'll give you hopefully a flavour for the successes that we've had as a result of those changes. I think changes were necessary. I felt when I came in that first and foremost the staff was not to the standard that I was hoping that it would be and that I would like it to be, and so my first conscious decision was to make sure that the staff was an upgrade and that there was more full-time coaching staff who were more committed to surf and not distracted by their outside jobs, and that's always a problem for most clubs, I believe. A full-time coaching staff, or certainly a coaching staff that commits mainly to the soccer club as opposed to their other work, is to me an essential component of producing a successful program. And so that's the first thing that I did. I made sure that I shuffled the staff. I brought some new faces in. I made sure that the people coming in were 100% committed to surf and that we could have full jurisdiction over them at any stage that we needed it. Also made sure that the people coming in had an expertise in working with younger players, because that's always a challenge. Doesn't always demand an A license or an experienced professional soccer player. It needs a personality that can work well with younger players, has an understanding and an empathy for how young players learn and develop, and again the maturity to be able to deal with their parent group and some of the administrative tasks that are demanded of us as soccer coaches. So first challenge for me was to change the staff up a little bit. I did that. I feel like I've got an amazing staff in place right now. We are very much a team. We make a huge effort to support each other, help each other out when needed, cover games, travel to help cover tournaments and league play, and everybody has bought into that amazingly well, and so very proud of the staff. That was my first main task for myself, and I think I've completed that at the moment. Second challenge was the numbers of players that we had in place in Zone 1 Boys. When I came in 3 years ago, we only had 11 teams in Zone 1, and that needed to change, in my opinion, for a club with the profile and the reputation of surf. It needed an upgrade in terms of the numbers, number of teams, number of players, a bigger pool of players to select from. And so I made that my second job, to increase the numbers, increase the number of teams, and ultimately then as a result of that we've been able to create a more competitive environment where even kids in the lower level teams, even some of the developmental teams here, have been able to feel like that they can work their way through the levels of play. If they're playing on a fourth team, working through to a third and a second, and even at some point maybe to the top team. And so currently we have 24 teams now in Zone 1 Boys here at Surf, and very proud of that. That's been probably one of the biggest successes, because as a result of those numbers we've been able now to create a competitive environment where all of the players in the program are competing for spots, and even our fourth and third teams are going and winning tournaments and making a good showing in league play. And so I feel like that pool of players now that we have has been a massive success. The final thing that I wanted to do as a result of the big pool of players was then to increase the quality of the product that we produced that went onto the field of play. That obviously is an essential part of any successful soccer program, that not just the numbers but the quality of the development and the program that we provide, a curriculum, coaches that understand what they're doing, coaches that actually have a buy-in to the philosophy and the way that we want to play, the systems that we want to play, both in 7v7 and 9v9. And I think we've achieved that. Now, when you watch our teams play, I think there's a common theme with any of our teams, that we play a cohesive, refined passing game. We are comfortable building from the back and using our goalkeeper as an additional player to help us build. We are, I think, dynamic when we break lines. We attack with speed and purpose. And we made a conscious effort to work hard on quality in and around the opposing team's penalty box, including focusing heavily on going to goal and producing a quality final pass and a refined finish, not just hitting and hoping, but making sure that when we go to goal, we understand the need to pick the finish as opposed to just hitting and hoping. And so I think as a result of those three things, the results have come. We've had some amazing success with some big tournament wins. We've had sustained success in our league play and in the ability to be able to have successes not just with our top teams, but filtering that down into some of our lower level teams as well, which has been amazing for the self-esteem and the belief of some of these young players. And I think the winning has been a byproduct of some of the other things that I've shared with you here that have been put in place. And so we're in great shape. We have great reputation. Lots of people make lots of comments about the style of play and the brand that we play here, and also the successes have come as a result of that. So all in all, it's going amazingly well. I'm happy to share in any capacity that you guys would like in the future. I'm always available if you'd like to share your stories with me and some of the successes. I'd be delighted to hear, and maybe how you guys have gone about implementing some of the successes that your clubs have experienced. But please feel free to reach out. My email is readily available. So too is my cell phone. If you feel like you'd like to reach out and ask any further questions, as you know, as a senior member of the leadership here at San Diego Surf, and as someone that's been in the professional game for many years, and also in club soccer here in San Diego, I'd be more than happy to share some of my thoughts and some of my experiences with you, should you wish to reach out. Outside of that, please feel free at any stage, to reach out to myself, any of the leadership here at Surf. I hope you guys have an amazing couple of days at Surf Summit, and then ultimately have a safe journey back home to your clubs. And I wish you guys all the success. Thanks.